be finished. Pistol goes the way of Eternal Fire.
Yeah, nice done. Good work. Really, really good work. Just making sure that kind of CT side of this map gets a good start, a strong start. That's exactly what we want to see, right? This is for Eternal Fire. You know, when you come in towards this series, without a doubt, as much as I do love the Fnatic side, some of the individuals are, you know, super cool guys. I mean, Eternal Fire are the favorites. I don't think there's kind of any two ways about it. We'll have to see, though, what Fnatic can do in terms of response. Can they start to find some form themselves? Won't be in this round, of course, with no bomb plant and not enough kills to facilitate a buy. It'll just be Glock's going to try and run it down, get into the fight, and they're not really taking any sort of a pause here. And Torres may have been spotted on the shoulder. Doesn't matter. Swing and a find. 4th kill on the board for him. Already so far, he's looking confident out the gates.
Just chilling here at the bottom end of long. Waiting for a swing that'll never come, as Eternal Fire are not taking any chances in this round. A slower one, though, with the Glocks at the end of the day. Sometimes you do expect them to just charge forwards and send it, but not really the case. Might be having a bit of a chit-chat about the next round. And indeed, gathering little bits of information, you know, like AI, what is it? Machine learning, you know, little tiny bits, and every single time they change their knowledge base.
I say, has Body not be started? Yeah, he has. There we go. I mean, that's a, you know, a good point. You know, it's quite topical for Counter-Strike right now, because apparently rumors has it is what our anti-cheat, when it ever comes, is going to be, right? You know, an AI anti-cheat. I don't really know how it works. I'm not going to pretend like I have any understanding about it, but sooner rather than later, we'd hope, right? I think with the current state. But yeah, apparently it's kind of an interesting topic, right? That's what apparently our answer is going to be. How that's going to work, who knows?
I mean, it could be good. It could be good. I hope so. I hope so. I had my first sort of...
Anything's better than nothing.
Team. Yeah. But he was like, this guy, I don't know if he's out there. It'd be hilarious if he's watching. I get some kind of DM. He really wasn't good. You know, and he was in a 1v3, and I was like, they never a little bit sus already. No, but he was like aiming at the floor and just like, he wasn't hardcore cheating or whatever.
Yeah.
He was just walling. But he was like aiming at the floor, like movement terrible, like running into things. Like he literally, I feel like he had like 20 hours. And then we were like, how much did cheats cost? He was like, they were free.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's getting out of hand, mate. It's getting out of hand. For sure.
He's actually absolutely bonkers. First gun round out here. And a opening kill already for Xantar. 7-on-1, by the way, in the first 3 rounds. Is not a bad little position to find yourself in. Oh, the timing was good. But my God, Wakadi's a lucky man as Calix bails him out there. Oh my, that nearly, very nearly went south. But it's not to be. So, Wakadi is still alive, a lucky man. 5v3 and Fnatic. They're scratching their heads a little bit, thinking, how do we find ourselves a way back in towards this round?
Oh, Crims was trying to be the one to do it. Doesn't have fast enough reactions to get the headshot. Bomb going to come to join these remaining 2 players moving up short. As they approach the A bomb site, taking their time. Waiting for the utility over the top. Only 20 seconds to get in here. Rotation surely coming through from Eternal Fire as they look to close this round out. Xantares was maybe playing anti-flash there. No flash comes, but it doesn't matter. Rotations and Woxic, of course, will hold the line. Clean first rifle round, making it look easy.
Yeah, honestly, really good to see. Making this, like you said, just look a bit of a walk in the park, really. I mean, for Eternal Fire, this is exactly what you want on your CT side. This is the important one for me here. Body just getting caught by Calix. Woxic doubling down at the tail end's good. All the individuals are coming alive, right? This rifling core is starting to find its form. We just need the Wakadi to step up a little bit himself, and then that wombo combo of the Torres, Calix, and Wakadi 3 can do some things, and Torres only getting one there as he gets overwhelmed as they dive in and around Connector. Yeah, they're going to fly into the fight. They're flying towards A, and Woxic is the last man standing up close. He has Major, rotates over in time, but the molly's too late. Oh, Woxic. They line up for him. The blind is good. But by that time, too little, too late.
Still good, though, I think, to take a couple guns away, in all fairness. Not really going to be anything that Afro can do from down under. Gets his hands onto an MP9, maybe make some money with that. Oh, timing. I don't know if the shadow was maybe spotted. It does look like Magic is quite prepared for him. Yeah, step made. MP9. Yeah, the aim punch. Come on now. Got to be aiming at his knees if you want to be finding that kill. All the same, 4 Ando coming through. Little bit of sweat, little bit of damage, but ultimately no problem thus far for Eternal Fire. Yeah, no real, I guess, kind of worry of any sort. I guess that's kind of all we really care about, so not bad. Make sure these are relatively plain sailing, relatively smooth, and all of the rest. But going forward, we do need to see Fnatic start to find a little bit of form on the gun rounds. That one, we're not going to read too much into. Moving on from here, though, is where things are going to become, for us, at least a little bit concerning. They cannot deliver. He comes through, doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage. Matty's going to need that smoke himself, so he wants to play around it. There is a bit of form as Antares was lurking behind. Nicely done. Mercadio need to smoke himself. There's good damage, and Mercadio going to find a kill. So, answering back in kind. Oh my goodness, what is going on, man? Kills all over. Matt is going to find a frag out towards long there. Get the advantage here for Fnatic. First time this entire game, I think, that they've been in a leading position, at least a clean one. So they absolutely have to make this sing now. And they will take us back to somewhat of a standstill. Getting that bomb rotating around, working together. It's quietened way, way down. Fnatic just have to be careful not to get into their own heads with this. Yeah, 40 seconds to work with. Smoke towards Dumpster. Mercadia and Calyx both doubling back. They've got the Spidey senses tingling. And that's why Mercadia, no fadeaway. Nice shot from him. And Major's heard he steps down towards bottom con. Big flying, but he pulls a knife out, but he then pulls his gun out just in time. He is a lucky man. And Mercadia is going to close it. What a round from him. 4 kills to his name. Still yet to die, and all scooped up. It's just insult to injury as Eternal Fire keep rocking and rolling. Really nicely done. Really, really nicely done. Mental. Absolutely mental, this one, mate. Not gonna lie to you. Eternal Fire are walking on water right now. 4v3 and somehow making it work. And there is some luck on their side. I mean, look at this. Dreadful. You know, it's it's just ridiculous. It's a great read. You know, you run down BombCon, that banana player, that toilets player, he's going to come after you, isn't he? It's instinctive, it's natural. They're looking for a play. QB's got the right idea. Just gets bested a little bit. We got a timeout coming in. Keita stood behind them, talking away here. Let's try and get them riled up. There just doesn't look to be any energy just yet. You know, not quite warm enough on that Fnatic side, and they're maybe at 80% capacity, getting beaten down. Got to stop that before it gets out of hand. Now, don't get me wrong as well. I'm very much assuming that kind of Fnatic would assume this map is going to be played. Sorry, not this map. Inferno is going to be played. Right? I'm absolutely assuming they'll know about it. It's such a good map for Eternal Fire, but still feels like such a good map in general that Overpass has got that sort of must-win feeling around it. Rockstick finding an opener already. Easily done. Jumping across it, just trying to get some information. One has made his way up towards playground or party, may I say, already, which isn't too bad. Nice find from Woxic. Round may well be over with that kill, but we'll see. We'll see. Fnatic having to edge back towards the B-bomb site. A fresh smoke, however. Spam through the smoke does come close to taking Mercadia down. Unable to convert. And, I mean, what do you do from here? They've got a few flashes. Just burst in, I guess. But yeah, man, Fnatic just... This is what you were talking about, right? T-side of Overpass is deadly. It can just drain you dry, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing here, having the life sapped out of them.
Oh, they can't do anything right now, can they? Nothing seems to be working well for them on that corner. Calix only go 1-for-1 with Crims, maybe not good enough, but Magister sticks around towards Barrels. The pop flash will be avoided by Wacadia as he delivers on yet another kill to his name. That'll be a 6th without death just yet, and at range as Woxy picking them off. The big names are stepping up. This is the big thing. Xantares, Wacadia, Woxy, the 3 that we highlighted are all finding their form. And this is where things start to get a little dicey, man, because at the moment there is a hell of a lot to like. This has been a really good showing. Individually, everybody picking their moments and delivering. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned because Fnatic, they're not even scratching the surface. These rounds aren't even really getting that close.
Nah, yeah, it's looking dire, isn't it? To be honest, and we're really not that far in. But we've been around the block a few times. When I see games start like this, I know what it might just mean. Eternal Fire have to keep it together. Fnatic have obviously picked into this map. It is something that they've played, but Eternal Fire very, very ready. And I don't know, I would argue individually, Eternal Fire looking a hell of a lot better recently. So
Yeah.
you have to be careful on that Fnatic side, and there's just not enough depth to the T side here. They are still trying to play around the individuals, and as you can see, it is not working. Yeah.
Poor QB as well. 0-6 right now. He's struggling to get the board. He had a rough one yesterday as well, where he went 0-9 with like 0 ADI. It was a rough game. Well, he started to kind of tail end come alive a little bit. Here's that first potentially. Oh, he just gets caught. Pants around his ankles. A bit of a sleep at the wheel. Eesh. Not good at all. Heading towards Monster Tunnel. A 5v4 as well. About 35 seconds. They haven't got a hell of a lot of time here, Fnatic. They've got to make a decision.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Matty's trying to be annoying out on A and just draw some attention at the very last second. He's good for one, instantly traded, but Xantares will very quickly be able to say, yo, there's nobody else around, or Wacadia on the sound cue, if nothing else, has his shots followed. Badger is here down below, however, he might be the one that goes unchecked. Good timing for the first. Xantares around, but maybe not even needed. It's all down to Crim, 6 seconds to do it in. They just don't have to give him the fight. Goodness me, fellas. They bring it close, but Xantares, he's the surefire secure of the round. And they will indeed get away with that 7th. Goodness gracious.
We're a little bit closer than there should have been. I guess on the other side as well, main thing is that Crims doesn't die after time too. So, I mean, a positive, not exactly a great one, but man, you'll take whatever you can get. Kate's getting back in the mic here. No surprises really, right? I mean, this is a bit of a dire showing thus far. We've not seen a hell of a lot that's even given us any sort of a kind of a confident boost out of this side, and Kate is getting pretty elated here, man. Absolutely, you know, deservedly so. There is nothing being offered up. 7-0. Eternal Fire are waltzing all over them. And Keita knows that he has to try and fire them up. If he doesn't, this could be a real problematic spot. Unfortunate thing is, they don't really have a buy. That's the only thing that's going to really hurt them here. They're kind of left with not a hell of a lot. So, you've got what? An AWP for Crims and bodying towards a Galil. Take that as you will.
Aggressive move here from Calix. Oh, the flash is perfect. Just as he comes around the corner. Just as he started firing, even couldn't get his crosshair quite in the right place. 5 versus 4 super early on. Big round, big opportunity for Fnatic off the back of that kill. They've upgraded into another gun. Well-timed nade here, going to do some decent damage. Evens things up ever so slightly, but they need that kill back on the Eternal Fire side. Meanwhile, Body boosted up, trying to fire Magic. Can't quite capitalize. Xantares, meanwhile, difficult fight, wins it. Not the healthiest, but they'll take the trade. Meanwhile, up top, that's the big one. Afro going down.
Look at the damage being dealt as well, right? In the sense of the 2 rifles at the moment. Matty's got to do a lot here with a deagle. The right idea on a dumpster player. I'm just not giving him anything. He might just slip the net here. Woxic. Oh my god, he's been spotted. Woxic's a known quantity. Oh, Matty's, that's so crisp. So quick, and Crim's going to deliver as well. Oh, Matty's. Look at the space he's given them. A nice open plan to come through, but I think Eternal Fire just going to call for a save. They don't want to give up anything. But that's going to be the round of a double ore for Fnatic to work over on the T side if they want. I'd assume they might look around for another rifle, but good round, and I think very, very important by Matty's there. That shot and that spot on towards the ore player and towards Bank that a Woxic was, yeah, that was the big one.
Well, very large for Fnatic, but we have to convert it into a few more. It's good to see them find a round. But there is some timing that goes their way. There is some luck that goes their way. Will they be able to replicate that or work from this, bounce from this? Difficult to tell. Keita spurring everybody up. Making sure that they remember the feeling of winning, you know, and
yeah,
drag it into these follow-up rounds. Eternal Fire, though, this is where it gets a bit curious. What are we going to see out of them? You know, is it going to be something different, explosive? Are they going to remain the same? They've obviously got loads of cash. So we'll see. I'm curious as to what the Turkish team cook up.
I'm with you. Well, on the other side, hot flash coming through. All finds one. AK responds. So at the very least, trades are pretty good there. Fnatic keeping the numbers exactly what we want to see. And body slipped the net. He's creeped out. Might just get some room to work with. Magic's got the right idea. Magic will find him. Looks for 2 and he'll get it. Oh, beautiful. The RGL leading by example, but he will be caught by the nades. And Torres has got a timing. We've got to make noise to open that door. QB's so low. Any noise here will cost them. They're waiting. Any sort of an inkling, any bit of util being thrown or somebody caught stepping in water. They'll swing upon it, but they're just going to move past. Oh my god. The door stays closed and they creep on towards a barren B bomb site. Nobody here. And Eternal Fire are maybe overly cautious.
I mean, it's possible. You can still play a pretty clean 2v2 retake. Now, I like this move. This is a lot better. This is really smart, actually. Moving up towards A. Woxic's got a bit of an idea, but now the Eternal Fire boys have split. So if Woxic goes down here without finding a kill, feels like round might just be over. Noise being made. Smoke goes down, allows them to cross in and get that plant. Woxic close to the action. Really important, as I've said, needs to find this kill. At the moment, though, he is just waiting for Xantares to join him. Buying that time. They will move in together. Both got kits. Both got a flash. But this is a weird retake scenario, you know. You don't often have to come in from this side, not knowing anything. Where are these players at? Gonna have to rely on the instincts. They don't have a lot of time remaining right now. No smoke for that bomb. First does go down, though. Playing it together. Matthews, meanwhile, he's gonna know that they're not on it. Shot rings off. Oh, and second time of asking, Woxic will get it done. It is close to the wire, but Eternal Fire make the retake happen.
Yeah, good round. Good round. Good retake in particular, right? I think there was a world where that one could have gone south, but when they go in towards that post point there, Fnatic, they just give an opportunity. They fall a little bit too far away where a tap on towards the bomb forced them to kind of rush back. They actually don't set up for themselves because of a dumpster smoke. One simple bit of util. And then nullified actually quite quickly. So yeah, real tough to see, but really nicely done. And Taras and Woxic as well, a duo of, you know, a lot of experience between the both of them. Stepping up again in a big way, 8-1. 7 rounds, the difference ain't too shabby. Quick pop towards B. They're flying in towards fight. And Body gonna get caught. Molotov at the feet of Arcadia, but he sticks around in the flames for a fight, which he finds. Pop flash gonna come through, but it actually blinds Crims more than anything. And Magic will flick and find. 2v3. Looking good for Eternal Fire again.
Afro naded off, nearly finished by 2. It's a good job that he started moving away there. Still going to be left pretty low. Eternal Fire slowly rotating through that utility. Big find from Afro, however. Magic going to be spotted. I think they know that the second is in towards heaven. Afro with a bit of movement. Ooh. Gets the head of the next. It's all down to Magic suddenly. No time for him to work with. QB finds him as well. Fnatic back in for 2.
Yeah, sigh of relief as well. QB, bit of a slow game out of him thus far. So good to see him getting proactive once again. Stepping up big there. His teammate was Molly. The QB falls that really does open up a chance. There's a smoke on site that would have given the chance. And at the very least, a tap on the bomb, but maybe even a stick too. After that jump onto a sandbag is a great kill. Finding that heaven play was so important. Again, opportunities are rising. This one here, lovely shot. Lovely, lovely shot. 8-2. Fnatic. I feel like for me, 4 feels like a bare minimum on the T side. It's a map that is, yes, CT side. I think currently remains to be the second most T side map in the pool, but doesn't mean that 3 or less is good enough. So they know more than most how important it is. But it is a force for Eternal Fire here, right? So lose this and they might be gifted that force, to be honest.
Oh, Crim's nasty. Orb rings off for 1. And they are immediately scared away. Not sure if they're going to give up the chase on B. At the moment, it just looks like they are dropping back, trying to, you know, bait Eternal Fire into rotating around themselves. Might just work for them here, Neo, to be fair. They will second guess it on the Eternal Fire end.
Making a little move here. Here they come. Now 4 versus 4 are going to wrap back over towards the A site. There's a decent amount of presence in this direction. Tara's got some util, which he's not using just yet. Nade will come down. Not gonna get anything though. He's hoping more for a sound cue more than anything. Again, not a huge amount to work with. They're creeping up. 2 playing anti. Matty's going to be thrust into the fight here, and he looks to try and lead the charge, but he might fall immediately. Matty's is a monster. That double is a beaut. Looks for more, and my god, that A site is cracked open easily. Matty's for 2, body for 1, and before you know it, round done and dusted. The force buy out for Eternal Fire comes up trumps.
Very quickly then, it has become a closer affair. It has become Fnatic's T side. Oh, there it is. Calic's going to fall as well. I feel like, you know, if they're able to pull out 4 here, which is more than likely, to be honest, with the money they have on that on that Eternal Fire side, I think that Fnatic are going to struggle here. If they can't get the 4th, but it is quite likely that they do.
So, what have we got for a buy? Not a lot, unfortunately. Triple MP9, double Deagle. It's not great. It's workable, but yeah, it's not fantastic. let's see what they can do with it. This is a rough buy for a final round and a half.
Yeah, a little weird. We got like no utility at all.
Yeah. They're getting fight. They want fights. I kind of respect it. You know, you got a terrible buy, just throw yourself into the fights, but this is kind of what happens.
They know there's some presence in the toilets. They will keep them at bay with a number of Molotovs there. Mattis will get traded quickly. Body not able to capitalize just yet. Oh, it takes him low. Surely got to be able to find this. He's weary because he is alone. It's fair enough. They're hunting him. Would be a pretty big kill if they can get away with it and deny him the frag onto Woxic. No, he will get that, though. So he reveals the position of 1 more. There's 1 unknown. QB's going to slowly creep forwards and discover that B is clear. So the bomb will be joining him in a moment, and that should make for an easy finish here.
Crims, what do you got? Anything? Alex, right idea. Oh, he had the right idea. And then he had the completely wrong idea. Mukadia, 1v3. Needed to close the half at a 9-3 scoreline, but 8-4 seems to be the end result at the first half, and unless Wakadi can pull off a little bit of magic here, it feels unlikely. Decent response tail end for Fnatic, but Wakadi can't do anything about it. QB will close. An 8-4, it's manageable, it's workable, but it's not great for Fnatic. Let's see if they can find a little bit of form on their CT side after the break.
Jesus, that's big.
Oh, wow. That is quite something.
Can you imagine playing with that?
Oh, surely that's not enjoyable.
Now that's a good size.
Yeah.
Nice and small.
Maybe not small enough.
Ladies, I couldn't help it over here. I think I may have exactly what you need.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and show us?
Sure. I'll send it over. I call it the White Hammer.
Oh my god.
What the fuck, dude?
You're so disgusting.
What?
Who plays with a white crosshair?
Terrible visibility.
Let's play later. I'll show you.
I ain't going anywhere near that thing.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back in. Second half getting underway here. A resurgence from Fnatic. Very cool. Yeah. Very, very cool. And I think just waking up a little bit more. Some smiles on the faces, feeling good. You know, Crim's trying to make some jokes. And yeah, they're looking a little bit better. They move on to the CT side now, of course, which is what Overpass is all about at the moment. I feel that they should be able to put up a really good defense here, and now it's on Eternal Fire. 8 rounds, it is enough to work with. If they get the pistol as well, which there's always that sort of random element to whether a pistol goes your way or not. If they can get the pistol, then they are actually in with a really good chance of stealing away this map that I don't think many people expected them to do.
True. Very, very true. Fnatic for them was a bit of a resurgence at the tail end, like you were saying. The thing that worries me is that it is still quite a big gap. Even if they do find a pistol, the force buy, and you know, all of that, they've still then got to at least win one gun round. And Eternal Fire T-side gun rounds could be really perilous. So I think so far, I'm not convinced, but there's flashes, there's moments. We'll see. Wikidia in the charge out here. Body. Dinked. Double dinked, in fact, as Major will drop him. Afro sitting up close. Does he get cleared, though? One dead towards Divide already. Surely you won't expect a second. And well, Woxic most definitely didn't. As he will fall. Afro repositioning for more, but this time he'll get caught by Xantares. Never give that guy a fight. Numbers in favor of Eternal Fire. They want more.
Big fight around the corner here. Xantares taps down a little bit and will finish him off. Controlled, clinical. Oh, a goosh landed onto Crims, and they are just rolled over. Eternal Fire with the pistol. Huge deal. And as I said, man, sometimes you can just get bested by a Xantares coming alive at the right time. So Fnatic indeed, CT side, comeback possible. But now it's going to be so difficult. You would assume up to 10 here. I would imagine there's going to be an eco out from Fnatic. They might opt to force, but it would be risky for my money.
Yeah, man, this is... Whew, really is a really interesting kind of position where for Fnatic, again, they're playing catch-up this time in a kind of much harder position where they're basically in this one kind of having to give up Eternal Fire up to double digits, and now we're playing for what is a 6-round response to tie this game up. I mean, as I was saying, Fnatic need to show a completely different side to them for the early to mid part of this second half, or else they could be in a hell of a lot of trouble. Eternal Fire trying to sniff out a gamble stack here, but so far nothing being spotted out, but actually they are walking towards it.
Very quiet here, as to be expected in a round like this with the stack. Woxic and the rest of the squad, actually. It looked like Woxic for just a second might be someone that gathered the information. Here we go. He's going to slowly peek round, spots out a boost, and that does speak to the likelihood of there being a stack, but they are unafraid on the Eternal Fire side, making it work. There is one for Afro, but surely that will be all she wrote onto this, not getting too greedy or giddy. Arcadia will pull back and get that bomb plant down. Mac 10 finishes him off. But that, for me, is really solid from Eternal Fire. I think, you know, you see that boost come in a pistol round like that, you've got to think, okay, could potentially be a stack hit. They still go in. It's a great message to send. You've stacked, we walk into you, you get one kill. You know, like, that is really, really big. They're about to steal this map away in their minds, so it could have a knock-on effect for the entire series, rounds like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're spot on. I mean, your confidence is going to take a hit saying, you know, we had a chance to maybe get a kill or two out of that, and we just get rolled over. Even though we called it right, we gambled correctly. It doesn't pay off. 10-4. Potentially one of the last 4 buys. Alpha Fnatic too, if things continue at this pace. Eternal Fire taking 0 prisoners. A 6-round buffer. So even Fnatic double stacking and making a little move here. Hang on, they could get a lot of information that there's no one towards B. They're double stacking up towards long, and they themselves are realizing nobody's out here. Stack through mid, which Fnatic are slowly starting to sniff out because they're not seeing anything. Body.
Oh, demolished. Big kill. Very, very big kill. What's the move now for it? I mean, you know, the world is your oyster after a frag like that. So early, you've given barely any information. You could do anything with it, and that looks to be the case. They're headed down connector towards B, but keeping Wicadia up top. The bomb actually staying up top a little bit. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There's only one down here on B. He gets overwhelmed. And Eternal Fire, they've got the number of Fnatic here. 4v3. Oh, briefly. Bombs going down quite quickly, but they might be able to mount a retake here.
Potentially. But tag on towards Matties, the very least makes a tough. He tries to jump out and he gets caught. As Calyx finds him, this is really going to change things. They don't need to peek Eternal Fire. Magistock on towards site. Woxic's a known quantity through Monster, and one below Heaven is the big difference maker. But it won't make a difference as Woxic doubles down and Eternal Fire inch ever closer to closing out their opponent's map pick and making it look easy too. 11-4. A beautiful display. Cade's going to get back on the mic to utilize Fnatic's final pause. We question again, what have they got left in the locker, if anything? Because right now, we haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult. It's very difficult here. There's just not a lot to work with. I can appreciate the sentiment of a timeout. I just feel that they are so far behind, and they have been getting rolled in some of these rounds, man. Eternal Fire playing a great game of Counter-Strike right now on a map that we don't necessarily expect it out from them. Still got the reps in and whatnot, but it's a clean one for Fnatic. Maybe not the best of the best. As we said, it's a difficult series for Fnatic to kick it off. The Ancient Perm ban, kind of a rare pocket ban in a way, you know, that Eternal Fire have. So it does really make life difficult for them. A stack on towards B. First kill comes in. Magic with the info play loses his life.
Again, so far, not the end of the world in the sense that just sort of the firepower for Eternal Fire, but using Magic has the call from the grave now. Mac 10 for QB to work with, but 24 points of HP is a big ask. Look at this little stack here, though. Caught in rotation by Arcadia. So back into the 2 versus 3, and the fact that the rifles are being scooped up will change things.
Yeah, this is going to get a little bit weird, but still looks decent for Eternal Fire. Stacking in towards that B site again. Oh, the creep forward from Arcadia maybe needed to find that kill. He's got to force himself through a smoke now. At the same time, they're all trained on him. Woxic will be left alone. He had a small window to maybe catch them off. Not going to happen. Fnatic with that low buy win.
Big. Needed as well. I mean, if there's ever a time to step up and get around out of nowhere, it absolutely has to be there. If they couldn't have found kind of a bit of a weird one like that, I think it probably wouldn't have made too big of a difference in the grand scheme. But yeah, no, that is exactly kind of what you wanted to see. There's a couple of moments where potentially Eternal Fire could have made something out of that, but they just get overwhelmed with the numbers. 2v4 at the tail end. So we can ask. Only there are a couple of kills coming through on towards Fnatic. Good for their econ as well. Eternal Fire buy back in. Will require a double Galil. Katie trying to make a move here, and he might have just spotted one. He did, but he didn't really confirm it in his mind. And it gives Afro the ability to re-peek in and fight.
It's a decent kill. Eternal Fire again having to recover themselves. It looked like they wanted to end B anyway, but man, they are lacking. This has got to be just a straight up burst. I don't think there's really going to be too much depth in on this. And Tares contacting forwards. QB ready for it. Traded out. There's Matties. It all works into the Fnatic setup, into the Eternal Fire lack of util, I guess. Oh, nice nade. Maybe gets us back on for a cheeky bomb plant towards the A side of things. That seems to be what they want to go for here.
So, making a little move. Eventually, bit of a chance for something to open up, but again, it will go quiet in this 2 versus 3. Magic's got to hit a shot here, but an all going to appear around the corner, and Afro's not missing those. Second kill in the round for him. His first was pretty good as well. And the last player has been spotted. Woxic potentially could be a dead man walking, and Afro will see him off. Great round from the AWP. Keeping Eternal Fire at bay and keeping Fnatic in the conversation. They're not dead just yet. No, sir. Maybe a long road to recovery, but these are the steps that are needed to start it off.
I mean, this is something for the next map, really. Gives you that confidence, that ability to win rounds and take control of the game, remember what it feels like. I don't know. It would be a hell of a thing. And look, the CT side of Overpass is maybe the place to do it at the moment, especially against Eternal Fire, where they do lack some of the deeper experience on this map. However, they've got some nice moves. A little touchdown flash there to deal with Afro. That's an AWP recovered. Imagine just kept on going. Got a cheeky to think he could get away with that. Crims is up here. Ooh, only good for one, though. Loses out to the Glock. Meanwhile, Wakadia in behind. Yeah, a difficult fight. He knows it. He knows it. Like, as soon as he starts firing or lands that dink, especially trying to shoot him in the head from behind, really challenging. But a bomb plant in all this is actually pretty solid. P250 eliminated. Wakadia absolutely miles away. Now revealed. Finished off. They will win the round, but decent, to be fair, from Eternal Fire.
There was a moment, right? A moment potentially maybe where, I mean, something could have worked there in their favor, but yeah, no. In the tail end. Not to be. Not to be. If Wakadia maybe found that kill, that could have been a gun. That could have been something to work with, but these are all hypotheticals. What we know is the absolute is Fnatic are slowly getting back into this. That was not a round that we expected really anything I get too much from, regardless. We'll see. 7 to 11, man. Only the 4 rounds in it. There is a chance. There's a conversation that is starting to open at the very least.
Body close to the action, spotted out on the other side of that smoke. Got to be careful now. Moving around the bullets, but he will make it away. Nothing much coming off here. As Maja down below. Key fight here against Crims. Takes his head cleanly. It's only one player spotted. Bomb not really located or anything like that. Eternal Fire, they've got good options available now.
So, all goes quiet with the numbers in favor, like you mentioned, for Eternal Fire. They are going to pump the brakes. Double nade over towards Wood. No one there. Fnatic don't play that position. They haven't, at least for the time being. Four rounds of deficit, though. Like we said, it's a close affair. If Fnatic can dig deep and find this round for the numbers not in their favor, there is a world they can start to clamber back into this. Yeah, they are trying to make a little move. 25 seconds, they got to go now.
Arcadia leading that charge. Body, meanwhile, oh my goodness, inside the smoke and behind them as well. Could be absolutely devastating, but it's all a fake out towards B. They have to move quick here. They've got to deal with QB. He's just trying to buy time. Down he will go. Bomb plant. Oh, in the nick is there. The Chaos Strewn has done enough for Eternal Fire as they've managed to split them down the middle, finding kills on A, on B, on the rotation, leaving Afro all alone, and he is so unaware. Where the hell is Wakadia? Nobody knows. And somehow Eternal Fire make that risky move work out.
Yeah, and I think, again, it just comes down to the tail end, the numbers, but I thought Body might have been able to double it down at the very least and lock it. It's a good position he finds here, right? But he just ever so slightly fluffs his line on that first. If he'd been able to line up both of them, it potentially could have been the round in their favor, but bit of fortune for a shot through the smoke, and nice shots from Wakadia, and look where we find ourselves now. 12 to 7. 5 map points to work with on your opponent's map pick is not bad at all. Calyx will come through and drop a smoke. Body boosted. He is having a little look around, but not a huge amount offering for him. Woxic had the right idea as they were starting to shuffle over. And a couple of toes might be spotted. They will. So for Body, there's our first, an important one.
Battle of survival now, of course. Good to see that they still do have it. Maybe if we had, you know, the pistol in their favor or Fnatic starting on the CT side in another world, could have been a different story. They do look a lot better now on the CT end of things. Matt is going to get another. So Eternal Fire down and out in this one. Calling very well while they're ahead, while they have a man advantage, but it does seem that it's a struggle for them to get there.
Still, though. What's the play? What is the plan? Eternal Fire. You can never really count them out. Even though 2-man disadvantage, they might still make a work out of this. The pop flash is good. Wakadia, though, with the bomb taking the fight is a big risk. A smoke will come through now, so the 2 Heaven players sort of out of this for a moment. Oh, I thought. Smoke broken by the nade, and Zantares pounces. Woxic, he may have just spotted Crims. Or at the very least, he hears him. So Crims feels like a dead man walking as well. Trying to jump on the corner. Afro finding gives them a chance to stay alive in this now, especially. Down goes Wicadia. Woxic, fireworks needed, but he only gets one. So Fnatic not done just yet, staying in this one. Oh, and it's Afro over double, and a very important one. Afro's actually having a very good game.
He does look good. He does look good. I know, you know, there's been a lot of eyeballs on this guy for a while. A pretty consistent player. Certainly the ceiling doesn't seem super high. I know Henry, for whatever reason, I don't know if you call it on the mainstream, but when he was on the Cloud9 project, they were actually looking at him, he said.
Oh, okay.
And very nearly picked him up, apparently, but there was some kind of a snag somewhere.
I didn't even notice that shot. The wallbang. No wonder he was laughing as he got it. Wallbang went all the way to shore, I think, or like kind of bridge area. But yeah, no, I like that. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little bit of kind of knowledge as well. He's yeah, one of those players who, for me, I think has actually, you know, a lot to give to teams. You know, he's had a hell of a lot of experience, first of all, but super talented, really steps up in big ways. I think also he seems like quite a vocal person in a lot of teams as well, which is always good. Yeah, so far, though, I need to see just a little bit more, I think, out of the rifling corps of Fnatic. Matties has been a little bit quiet by his standards. QB 5 and 16, not exactly great. The body as well, a little bit quiet at times at 11 and 15. Crims, though, ever reliable. Mr. Crims. Swing at the corner. Okay. Matties, I just called upon him. That's a nice shot, finding the most important player towards the turn of fire as Zantares goes down.
Fnatic certainly stepping up on the CT side. You know, it really does speak to their ability on the map. Eternal Fire, though, getting caught as well in that classic 12 rounds secured. Not too much pressure from here. Woxic, got to be careful. He's the player with the bomb. Gets found, you know. They were onto something for a second. There's 3 towards short here. They really were onto something, as it was Wicadia pushing through the smoke initially, but Woxic going down gives them an even harder man advantage now, you know. Bomb plan coming in. Not going to be denied just yet. Into the 5 versus 3. Double AWPs. Oh, wait. Have we maybe lost somebody? Hood's bugging a little bit, and I think QB's not moving. Okay, this is a little bit weird. We'll see. Keep track of it. I'm not sure if we're in a 5 or a 4 at the moment. Wicadia, though, he's going to fall. It looks good for Fnatic regardless. Body keeps finding, and I think that we do have like a player stuck in towards short, at least on our end. I don't know. Doesn't really make too much of a difference because Fnatic get the round. It looks like it might be in the end.
Oh, it is Matties. Yeah.
Was in the action.
Yeah, no, it is Matties. Yeah. I thought, he was coming through with QB, and then you see QB swing through. Thankfully, it doesn't matter because Body gets a real nice double.
Don't worry, guys. I got this one.
Yeah. We lose one. It's okay.
Take Mike PC.
Yeah. So yeah, we do have a little game crash. Hopefully, get back underway in a second. But thankfully, it's one of those crashes that like isn't an issue. Obviously, we saw the major. Some of them have been. But yeah, looks like he's back at the very least. So not the end of the world. You don't have we don't have kind of the tech support over there and they're fiddling around and stuff. I think it was quite literally just just open it again, mate. You'll be all right. Turn a fire. Bye for them. But Cadia hero AK. So Fnatic's did a good job at the tail end of this map, making a conversation out of it. My God. Didn't really seem like the case at one point as well when Turn on Fire were just walking over this Fnatic side. There is a conversation brewing here. You can see Fnatic pushing this towards OT potentially.
Oh, nice pickup from Matties. QB 4-2. Matties wants a bit more of the action. So yeah, that is not going to work very well for Eternal Fire. Testing the water with a B rush. And they get absolutely ruined. Mach 10 at range, also deleted. Yeah, not getting past the first line of defense. Looks good here. Looks very, very good for Fnatic. You know, within 2 now. Timeout being taken. Eternal Fire have quite a few to work with. Magic getting vocal. Leaning in, ready to go. And they will indeed look to press the attack here. Still a couple rounds to play with, but money is running short.
I'll give the, you know, the little kind of caveat, so to say, of like that was a low buy, but yeah, this is actually getting bit by bit a little bit more alarming. 12 to 10, and a very much a needed breather by Eternal Fire, who, you know, have been so hot all the way throughout this map and really looking good on a map which traditionally hasn't been that great for them, but they are really struggling to close it now. So many chances of Fnatic, bit by bit, are clawing this back in towards, you know, game on, and full buy out here for Eternal Fire, and it is absolutely kind of the now or never situation, right? And they've got 2 Galils to try and do so, right? So Woxy doesn't even have his favorite AWP. Lose this. Eternal Fire are going to have no money, unless they get a bomb plant, that is. Fnatic could be actually on track to pushing this towards overtime. So this is the big round. This is the make or break for Eternal Fire to close this, but also for Fnatic to take this the distance and some.
Oh, Afro can't really get the nade out or the angle that he wanted. Trying to get a bit of a banger through the wall. It's close, you know. He's clocked a couple of them over there. So they'll be acutely aware of maybe connector presence, I suppose. There's still 3 out on A. Eternal Fire just walking around, making space, looking to drop down in towards this B-bomb site, try and catch them off guard. QB instantly traded. 4v4 comes round here. Zantares leading that charge. Matties has to go down quickly here, and he does. Eternal Fire gain the advantage. They have got in before the rotations really get sorted out. Molotov going to make life difficult. Oh no, Crims goes down. Afro not there to help him out. Body, he knew there was someone around but couldn't find the angle. It's all onto the AWPer. Eternal Fire looking to steal overpass. They are 1 step away, 1 kill away. Molotov feels like it's sealed the deal as Afro playing this contact AWP. They don't rightly know where he's at, but they've got a good idea. Surely his days are numbered indeed. Down he goes, and Eternal Fire will take overpass. Against the odds, a big win from them. It looked for a moment like it might be slipping away, it might be going to overtime, but they deny it just before it gets super scary. We've got map 2 coming up after the break.